Whether you are just starting out, looking for something new, or just seeing what's out there, the Gamasutra job board is the place where game developers move ahead in their careers. Gamasutra's job board is the most diverse, most active, and most established board of its kind in the video game industry, serving companies of all sizes, from indie to AAA. Here are just some of the many positions being advertised right now. If you are a recruiter looking for talent, you can also post jobs here. Location: San Francisco, California. Ubiquity6 is looking for a developer with experience rapidly building games and other complex experiences in Unity, Unreal or JavaScript to join its studio in San Francisco. This role tasks a developer with determining engine feature needs, documenting and recording gameplay footage and feature specifications, and working with other members of the team to rapidly prototype and refine augmented reality features and prototypes. 3D experience is strongly preferred. Location: New York. New York. The lead artist will have a balance of artistic talent, technical knowledge, and leadership skills. This role is critical to the success of the division by leading key projects for the studio. Responsibilities include directing and participating in the production of all visual material, both environments and characters, being accountable for the visual quality delivered, while staying within technical limits, managing the project artistic team, which will be a mix of internal, remote and outsourcing, and working in partnership with the producer, technical lead and creative lead to hit the project objectives. Location: Marina del Rey, California. Skydance Interactive is looking for a gameplay engineer to join our studio. In this position, you will be responsible for maintaining and extending major game subsystems, creating and optimizing gameplay elements, and working with the design team to implement ideas while providing technical and creative feedback. At Skydance Interactive, we believe that a small, focused, and dedicated team of talented people can create exceptional games. Location: Austin, Texas. We are looking for awesome graphics engineers with strong technical art skills who are excited about empowering mainstream consumers with the ability to create 3D graphics and animation. You will be working with exceptionally talented engineers and artists from top companies and universities such as Google, NVIDIA, Blizzard, Stanford, MIT, and Yale. Not only will you have the unique opportunity to work on challenging technical problems, but also use your artistic instincts to develop visually stunning features for our tool users worldwide. The FBI announced earlier today that it took action against the 15 domains that reportedly helped take down other people's websites, game servers, and other online services through distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks. This is pretty notable, as the holiday season tends to be plagued by DDoS attacks, at least according to the FBI. Successful DDoS attacks have been known to take down game servers like Blizzard's Battle.net in the past, so devs should be mindful of that in the future. As reported by Kotaku, the FBI seized 15 websites that allow anybody with Bitcoin or a credit card in exchange for overwhelming a server with requests domains yesterday, including criticalboot.com, Regibutor.com, Downtime.org, and QuantumStress.net. Because booters provide less powerful DDoS attacks in exchange for little money, they have gone largely unnoticed since they tend to be marketed as stress testers, designed to help people test servers' capacities for withstanding such attacks. According to the FBI, these services are easy to find and a low barrier to entry for users looking to engage in cybercriminal activity. These services offered easy access to a tech infrastructure, payment options that included Bitcoin, and were relatively low cost. Read the press release issued by the FBI. Each of the services was tested by the FBI, which verified those DDoS attack services offered through each of the seized websites. While testing the various services, the FBI determined that these types of services can have caused disruptions of networks at all levels. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star Alfonso Ribeiro is suing Epic Games for allegedly stealing a dance he popularized and recreating it in Fortnite. The actor played a character called Carlton Banks in The Fresh Prince back in the 90s, and during his time on the show, became well known for performing an iconic dance move that's since been dubbed the Carlton. As reported by the Huffington Post, Ribeiro claims Epic knowingly misappropriated his dance by replicating and selling it in Fortnite is the Fresh emote, with the name itself being an obvious reference to television show. It is widely recognized that Mr. Ribeiro's likeness and intellectual property have been misappropriated by Epic Games in the most popular video game currently in the world, Fortnite, wrote Ribeiro's attorney, David Hatch. Epic has earned record profits off of downloadable content in the game, including emotes like Fresh. Yet Epic has failed to compensate, or even ask permission from Mr. Ribeiro for the use of his likeness and iconic intellectual property. Hatch says Ribeiro is now seeking a fair and reasonable share of the profits Epic has earned through selling the dance move. The attorney is also representing another artist in a similar lawsuit against Epic, with rapper Tomili also suing the studio for using his signature MIDI rock dance move without permission. Meanwhile, TMZ is reporting that Russell Honing, a K.A. backpack kid, has just filed a lawsuit against Epic for stealing his iconic dance move, the Floss. As it stands, Ribeiro, Tomili, and Honing are all attempting to claim the copyright for their respective dances, and it'll be interesting to see how the result of each suit affects Epic and other game devs using similar emotes. Chris Kerr, at KDRNBLINEY, is Gamasutra's resident United Kingdom news reporter, and Cake Maker Extraordinaire. December is here, which means it's time to wax lyrical about some of the best video games I have chomped on over the past 12 months. As has now become tradition, it's unfortunately also time for me to make the soul-crushing realization that I have still got an never-sized back catalog to conquer over Christmas. I have not forgotten about you, Tetris Effect, my sweet summer child. Out of those type lazy, did manage to make time for. There were some absolute belters. Bad North, FIFA 19, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Mini Metro, and North all won me for different reasons, but in the end, did not do quite enough to make the cut. Nope. We are here to talk about the absolute greats. Fatness the cream de la cream. I'll note that I have written enough of an intro to appease the formatting gods. It's time we moved on to the main event. Here are the 5 best titles of 2018. According to yours truly, expectation can weigh you down. And deep be fair to say the expectations swirling around Marvel's Spider-Man were absolutely massive. Years of impressive gameplay demos and trailers had made fans ravenous. But they also left developer Insomniac with the seemingly impossible task of delivering the goods, particularly on the title front. Turns out, we need not have worried. Insomniac did not just meet expectations, they absolutely obliterated them. and Spider-Man is now the benchmark for superhero titles. It captured the spirit of the franchise in every way imaginable, blending a captivating narrative full of surprises with relatable characters, Moorish web-swinging, a bustling, and rather photogenic version of New York, and expressive combat, repetitive side quests, and slight pacing issues were the only blemish on an otherwise superlative effort. And in all honesty, my only real complaint is that after 30 Horsey still wanted more. This is the second time No Man's Sky has made my end-of-year list, and that fact alone should be enough to tell you developer Hello Games has been putting in plenty of graft, toying over those players who were left underwhelmed, to put it politely, when the game touched down in 2016. For the record,